is a rainy, cozy, early fall day, so I set up the camera to take you along with me on a very typical, real and raw day of homemaking. I wanted to make this video because I've been thinking a lot about trying to create daily rhythms for homemaking. I'm always looking for ways to make life more efficient, to help things run more smoothly. And now more than ever, when my main priority during the day is taking care of my family, keeping our house running well, nourishing us, and giving all the love, care, and attention that it takes to raise a little baby, it is very apparent that there is a lot to be learned for figuring out the right structure for your day. I've certainly not got it all figured out, so this is not a video of how to tell you exactly how to do that, but it may inspire you just as I'm sharing the things I've learned, how to help your home run better, to help eliminate stress, and to just allow you to have more peace in your home. That is definitely my goal. I want to make our home a place that is comforting, welcoming, safe, and loving. And I think a big part of that is making sure that I'm not stressed out all of the time. I am able to keep myself in check because I have daily rhythms and structures and a schedule that I can follow and I can keep to and continue to look back on. I did worry when I decided to stay home with my son that I would think I was living Groundhog Day every day, basically doing the same exact things at the same exact times every single day. But that really isn't the case. I think there is just enough of every day is different. My son is learning new things and he's exploring and he's gaining new skills and milestones. And even though I try to keep to a structure, there's still times when, we have a doctor's appointment, we have to run an errand. And so really the day is not the same at all, but I've found that setting guidelines for myself can really help me come to the end of my day feeling more successful and that as though I've gotten more of what I wanted done. I think a big part of that is having the right expectations, and for that means taking time to sit down, writing out a list of everything I want to do in the day, and that gives me a bird's eye view of what I want to do, but what's the most important things. And so that's one of the key things I've learned is picking what's most important, because I have all of these grand plans. I would love to make all of these snacks from scratch, make every meal from scratch, deep clean my sink every day like I am right now. But that's not gonna all get done. There's just too many things in the day. So I need to look at what is going to keep our house running smoothly, what do I need to make sure doesn't get on top of me, and tackle those things first and then see what else I have time for. In our house, that means getting dishes done every day. I like to try and keep the dishes moving out of the sink and into the dishwasher, making sure that's run once a day so that I can empty it out. Usually I like to empty it out in the mornings, so I run it after dinner's done and then fill it back up and run it again the next evening. That's also doing a load of laundry a day and getting the load out of the dryer, folding it and putting it away. That way that doesn't start piling up on top of us, and making sure that dinner is done. And I like to cook from scratch around here, so sometimes that can take an hour or two every evening, but it's important to us not only for our budget but for our health, and also we are big foodies, so we like things that taste good too. But when I first had my son, after the first few weeks of healing, I was so frustrated with myself because I felt like I couldn't get anything done. He needed to be held for naps, he needed, my constant care and attention. I was trying to prioritize resting, but I realized I couldn't run myself ragged trying to get the house completely spotless and dinner on the table. And that's when I realized I needed to set better expectations for myself. So very early on, my goal was just have dinner done. If dinner is done, I can count the day as success. And as the months have gone on, as I was hoping it would, my capacity has started to increase, and I need to remember that it will continue to increase. But now I can say getting laundry done, getting the dishes done, dinner done, and then I try to have 5 days a week a bigger cleaning task on the list that I can complete. And that way I can stick to that. That way I'm not trying to get the house clean top to bottom, running around during nap time, trying to dust the baseboards and clean the floors and clean the bathrooms. I'm able to pick one task and get that done. So today's task was just vacuum mopping. I am using my Bissell vacuum mop. This thing is very convenient. If you're looking for a household tool that can help you make use of your time that is more efficient, this thing is the best. We do have a dog, so I sometimes do have to vacuum before I use this, but as long as I have been sweeping up most every day, I'm able to just get by with letting this thing vacuum and mop at the same time. It gets the floors cleaner than any other product or tool that I've used, and it's very easy to use, especially on days like today when I've got a fussier baby. I don't have to keep bending down and picking up a mop bucket like you would with traditional methods. I'm able to just strap the baby in the carrier, and basically it looks like I'm vacuuming, but it will put the cleaning solution down on the floor, and then there is a special scrub brush that sucks it back up along with the dirt and makes things very easy on me, and I am very grateful for that. But now it is time for honesty hour, and to tell you that I don't always get around to my cleaning task. And I wish I could say that I had so much grace for myself that didn't bother me, but it really does. And some days I double up, sometimes to my detriment. And sometimes I am so exhausted at the end of the day, but I feel like I have to get these things done because I've set these standards for myself. That's certainly something I would love to work on. I would love to sit down during a nap time and just think, I'm just going to rest now. I'm not going to do anything, even though there's things to be done still. But that is just not me. Maybe one day we'll get there. But sometimes things get away from you. You just have more to do than you have time in the day. And that is okay. Even though I have a hard time believing that myself, I want you to know, if you also struggle with that, it really is okay. The most important things are food, clothing, and that the baby's happy. Or, whoever you're taking care of is happy. And that is one of the greatest joys of doing this job, is not only do I get to find rhythms that work for me, I'm always learning. There's always something new that keeps it really exciting. And I get to spend time with this sweet little boy who just makes me smile every single day. And I get to spend so much time dedicated to him. And I would not trade that for the world. It is coming up on dinner time. It is still a dark, cozy fall day. That rain is falling and means that this evening is a little darker, and it's got me craving fall flavors. So I wanted to make some butternut squash pasta, and I got that going while my husband was off work and was playing with the baby. Making dinner is my time to unwind. I'm very grateful that this is a big part of my job, staying at home, and that I love it. I'm always just trying out new flavors, trying to keep it interesting, trying to figure out how I can make something nourishing, but also have flavors of foods that either I used to enjoy, that are more of a junk food type, or just celebrating the wonderful flavors of fruits and vegetables, seasonal foods, getting creative and looking at what is in my pantry and what I can make with it, how I can save money. There is a lot of aspects to cooking that really give me energy and I find to be a wonderful outlet. This is certainly a part of my daily rhythm I look forward to every single evening. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. I'm really thankful you joined me as I took you along my day. It was very basic, nothing exciting happened, but I had this on my heart I wanted to share with you all, and I'm so appreciative that you took the time to watch. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.